Here's the serve in by Pino. Headed into the air. SMU trying to win that second ball, but Escorcia has it roll away from him. And here's the speed of Lasse Dahl. Dahl up the wing, has a man. Throws it all the way across. Thorson in the area. Thorson, 2-goal lead. And Lasse Dahl is the straw that stirs the drink again. 3-1 Pitt. Pino looking to cut back onto his right foot. Now his left. The serve across. The one-timer knocked down. The secondary shot is in for Jalen Mitchell. And SMU goes up 1-0. And Mitchell immediately points back to Kieran Pino. Says, welcome back, big guy.
Exactly.
Virginia Tech scoreless in a half. Virginia Tech had scored in 11 of their previous 12 halves. Good ball here to Pino. Pino so dangerous. Off the end line, plays it in front. Turning, shooting, scoring, Escorcia! He's back! And his first goal in his SMU career is the Mustangs opener tonight. 1-0 SMU. Nice long run up to Panholzer. Panholzer trying to get in. Brock Pope is there. Panholzer keeps it in with Rodriguez Dos Santos out in front. Panholzer on the left foot to Dos Santos. He scores! Lineker Rodriguez Dos Santos.
How he handles a wet ball in the grass.
Pino with purpose on this angled run. Pino out front. Tolman gives it a look. A ride. A big rebound. And it is in for the first goal of the night. And it's Steve Berkovitz for SMU. At game time, Pitt has not scored off a restart this season, trying to do so here. Feitosa pops one to the 6, and the header is right on. And Chance Johnson is equal to it, but Jackson Gilman got a head on it solidly.
Yeah, Jackson Gilman snuck around the pack and, as you said, got a head directly on it. He was alone. Had the Mustangs certainly want to tighten that up as he snuck away from the pack. And I don't know if Chance Johnson was up to it so much as the ball hit Johnson more than Johnson stopping the ball, but either way, we're still scoreless a couple minutes in.
And a great start to ACC play for the Pitt Panthers, number 8 team in the nation. And they've been as high as number 3 this season. Actually started out the season unranked, and kind of like Kevin Hudson, the SMU head coach talks about, he doesn't really care about the rankings. You know that Jay Vidovich, who has been at the head coaching thing in men's college soccer for 30 years, he feels just about the same way when it comes to the rankings early in the season.
Right. I think regardless of what sport you're talking about, the coaches who care about preseason rankings are usually the coaches in their first year as head coaches. Everybody else knows that there is a long season ahead, and as evidenced by your point that Pitt started out unranked and climbed as high as number 3 in just a couple of weeks, early season rankings really don't mean a great deal.
It also becomes the 3rd top 10 team that SMU has hosted in a row, if you worry about those sort of things. Quick restart after the foul on Bailey Sparks. SMU was able to take down St. Louis, number 6 St. Louis, last Sunday by a final of 1-0, and then tied Denver 2-2 last time out. This one leapt at by Clinton Pimentel. He takes it away, and Clinton Pimentel getting the start today for SMU. Whips down the left side with that freshman speed. Dumps it back for Danny Escorcia, and SMU tries to get set up for the first time. 4 minutes in, but as Escorcia tries to play it through the middle, it's knocked down by Feitosa, and we'll have a restart here for the Mustangs.
I think the ball actually glanced off of Mike Stutt, the referee.
Here's Escorcia, the junior college transfer. Feeds it inside, looking for Lopez. It gets back to Escorcia. Lopez can't nip at it. It's halfway cleared, but Bynum runs onto it for SMU. Bynum getting his start in place of Brock Pope, as this is going to be a goal kick for Pitt after the good defensive play to knock it off of Bynum. So Bynum getting the start today in place of Brock Pope, who left with a leg ailment in the last matchup, the game against Denver. He only played 25 minutes. And then you had Kieran Pino leaving in the second half of that match, which is why Ryan Clinton Pimentel gets the start at the left wing back spot. For the Pitt Panthers, they're also missing a player in Felipe Mercado, the graduate, the transfer from College of Charleston, an attacking player who would normally be a starter. Miguel Bertrand moves into the starting lineup, a 5'7" freshman who played 50 minutes against Mercyhurst. He'll have to be big today for Pitt.
The 5'7" freshman has to be big? Sure. That makes sense.
Metaphorically speaking.
Right. I'm with you.
As SMU tries to get out of their own end, pressing up against the wall, Pitt and the Panthers come up with a keen takeaway and play it back into possession. Both these teams want to play a soccer match, if you will. Pitt may be a little bit more of a direct team, Steve, but still a team that can play through you as well and try to pass around you.
Yeah, and the Mustangs really got a nice blueprint for the kind of approach they're going to see tonight a week ago when University of Denver came in and SMU and Denver battled to a 2-2 draw. And the main reason for that is Denver's coach, Jamie Franks, played for Jay Vidovich when he was head coach at Wake Forest. So they have the same philosophies, the same thoughts, the same styles. The Pitt Panthers will do a lot of the same things that Denver did when the Pioneers were here at Washburn. And just like Denver, they'll do them pretty well because this is an extremely talented team.
Here's Jalen Mitchell in on his left foot, and he slots it in for an opener for the SMU Mustangs in the ACC. The offensive player of the week in the conference gets it started early for the Mustangs.